This is Health Broadcasting Service, HBS Radios, your global pioneers in specialist radio broadcasting, bringing you everything to enhance your health and well-being. Health is your human right. HBS, your partners in everything about your health and well-being.
Health Broadcasting Service, HBS Radio. HBS Radio is who you're looking for.
Weekly health news and review coming to you from the Health Broadcasting Service, HBS, Radio Live channel. People enrolled in the U.S. government's Medicare program can get over-the-counter COVID-19 tests for free starting early spring, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services said on Thursday. More than 395.49 million people have been reported to be infected by the novel coronavirus globally, and 6,117,184 have died, according to a Reuters tally. Infections have been reported in more than 210 countries and territories since the first cases were identified in China in December 2019. The following are the top 50 countries by the number of reported cases. Countries in total deaths and confirmed deaths per. Territories cases. United States, 908,437 76,766,383 27.81. India, 504,062 42,339,611 3.73. Brazil, 630,126,091,520 30.08. France, 132,506 20,758,371 19.78. United Kingdom, 158,363 17,866,632 23.83. Russia, 706,638 12,982,023 48.91. Turkey, 88,554 12,198,508 10.76. Italy, 149,097 11,663,338 24.68. Germany, 118,686 11,019,444 14.32. Spain, 94,570 10,395,471 20.21. Argentina, 122,943 8,615,285 27.63. Iran, 132,934 6,619,085 16.25. Colombia, 135,992 5,975,786 27.39. Poland, 106,597 5,188,184 28.07. Mexico, 309,752 5,160,767 24.55. Netherlands, 21,336 4,969,660 12.38. Indonesia, 144,636 4,542,601 5.4. Ukraine, 101,392 4,307,437 22.72. South Africa, 95,835 3,623,962 16.59. Philippines, 54,538 3,616,387 5.11. Japan, 19,473 384,116 1.54. Peru, 207,114 3,372,895 63.48. Belgium, 29,227 3,296,038 25.56. Czech Republic, 37,478, 3,243,698, 35.26. Israel, 9,180, 3,218,391, 10.33. Canada, 34,721, 3,125,028, 9.37. Portugal, 20,258, 2,932,990, 19.7. Malaysia, 32,034, 2,914,220, 10.16. Thailand, 22,303, 2,507,471, 3.21. Switzerland, 12,390, 2,423,309, 14.55. Romania, 60,723, 2,418,779, 31.19. Chile, 40,060, 2,405,672, 21.39. Australia, 4,247, 2,385,000, 21.7. Vietnam, 38,424, 2,358,786, 4.02. Sweden, 16,180, 2,287,785, 15.9. Iraq, 24,543, 2,253,484, 6.39. Austria, 14,246, 2,084,227, 16.11. Greece, 24,210, 2,066,696, 22.56. Denmark, 3,909, 2,037,891, 6.75. Bangladesh, 28,627, 1,870,901, 1.77. Serbia, 14,054, 1,779,782, 20.13. Hungary, 41,975, 1,650,562, 42.94. Pakistan, 29,516, 1,463,111, 1.39. Jordan, 13,347, 1,351,733, 13.41. Georgia, 15,246, 1,325,838, 40.91. Kazakhstan, 13,372, 1,274,607, 7.32. Ireland, 6,228, 1,221,082, 12.8. Morocco, 15,593, 1,147,243, 4.33. Slovakia, 17,973, 1,127,020, 33. And Cuba, 8,439, 1,053,567.44. Let us take some deeper look at 3 randomly selected countries out of the listed countries: Jordan, Iran, and Brazil. Total infections and deaths for each country include both confirmed and probable infections, and deaths where that data is available. If probable infections and deaths are not reported by a country, we only use confirmed infections and deaths. The data are no complete count of every COVID-19 infection and death in all countries, as the counts are based on the best available information accessible to Reuters at any given time. Countries may miss infections and deaths for any number of reasons, such as delays in processing testing data, lag in reporting, and lack of testing. Some countries may exclude certain categories of infections and deaths that others include, for example, probable infections, or have different criteria as to what may be counted as a COVID-19 infection or death. Some countries change the way they are reporting to include or exclude a certain category of infections or deaths, which can lead to a significant increase or decrease in their total and what they reported previously. Against this background information, we will now take a look at the data of some randomly selected countries, current at the time of this review. Starting with Jordan. The average number of new infections reported in Jordan have been consistently increasing for 10 straight days. Jordan is at peak and still rising at 1,251 infections per 100,000 people reported in the last 7 days. Dated at the time of this report, the average number of new infections reported in Jordan has been increasing for 10 straight days. COVID-19 infections in Jordan are at their peak, the highest daily average reported, now at 18,060 new infections reported each day. There have been 1,351,733 infections and 13,347 coronavirus-related deaths reported in the country since the pandemic began. Jordan's vaccination history. Jordan has administered at least 9,267,426 doses of COVID vaccine so far. Assuming every person needs 2 doses, that's enough to have vaccinated about 45.9% of the country's population. Next, we will look at Iran. Iran is 88% of peak and rising at 296 infections per 100,000 people reported in the last 7 days according to data at the time of this report. Iran reports highest number of new infections since August. COVID-19 infections are increasing in Iran, with 35,130 new infections reported on average each day. That's 88% of the peak, the highest daily average reported on August 17th. There have been 6,619,085 infections and 132,934 coronavirus-related deaths reported in the country since the pandemic began. Iran's vaccination history. Iran has administered at least 135,264,672 doses of COVID vaccine so far. Assuming every person needs 2 doses, that's enough to have vaccinated about 81.6% of the country's population. Our last randomly selected country is Brazil. Brazil is at peak and still rising with 628 infections per 100,000 people reported in the last 7 days. Brazil passes 26 million reported COVID-19 infections. COVID-19 infections in Brazil are at their peak, the highest daily average reported, now at 189,526 new infections reported each day. There have been 26,091,520 infections and 630,001 coronavirus-related deaths reported in the country since the pandemic began. Brazil's vaccination history. Brazil has administered at least 369,521,071 doses of COVID vaccine so far. Assuming every person needs 2 doses, that's enough to have vaccinated about 87.5% of the country's population. We will turn our focus on the continent starting with Europe. Germany's health experts are divided over whether the country is ready to ease COVID-19 restrictions as its neighbors start dialing back curbs. The cumulative total for confirmed COVID-19 cases in France since the start of the pandemic has passed 20 million, Health Ministry data showed. Austria's upper house of parliament passed a bill to make coronavirus vaccines compulsory for adults, bringing the European Union's first such sweeping vaccine mandate a step closer.
Next, we will look at the Americas. American Express Co. said on Thursday it would ask its New York employees to work from their offices at least once a week from next month. Bank of New York Mellon Corp is also asking its employees to return to office from March 7 in regions where conditions allow. And Canada. The Canadian government will not use troops against truckers whose nearly week-long protest of vaccine mandates has brought traffic in central Ottawa to a halt, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Thursday. Asia Pacific. Australia could use its defence forces to help manage a COVID-19 outbreak in the aged care sector that has stretched staffing and forced many homes into lockdowns, the Prime Minister said on Friday, as national infection numbers remained on a downtrend. Asterisk a total of 21 new COVID-19 infections were found among Olympic Games-related personnel on February 3, down from 55 a day earlier, Games organizers said ahead of Friday's opening ceremony. Asterisk South Korea extended COVID-19 social distancing rules on Friday for an additional 2 weeks as Omicron variant infection soar, including a 9 p.m. curfew for restaurants and a 6-person limit on private gatherings. Asterisk India's death toll from COVID-19 crossed 500,000 on Friday, a level many health experts say was breached last year but obscured by inaccurate surveys and unaccounted dead in the hinterlands, where millions remain vulnerable to the disease. Asterisk Malaysia kicked off a mass vaccination program for children aged between 5 and 11. Asterisk Hong Kong said it would extend a work-from-home plan for civil servants as health officials warned tougher measures could follow amid a worsening outbreak. And finally, Africa and the Middle East. Asterisk South Africa's Afrigen Biologics has used the publicly available sequence of Moderna Inc.'s mRNA COVID-19 vaccines to make its own version of the shot, which could be tested in humans before the end of this year, Afrigen's top executive said. Asterisk the emerging BA.2 subvariant of Omicron is not yet of concern for Africa based on studies so far, the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention had said, while a World Health Organization scientist said it had been found in 5 African countries. Asterisk Africa needs to speed up vaccinations 6-fold if it hopes to beat the pandemic, and people on the continent should not become complacent because of reports Omicron is milder than previous variants, the WHO's Africa director said. Asterisk Saudi Arabia said citizens will be required to take the booster shot to be able to travel abroad starting February 9, state media reported. Medical developments. Asterisk Britain approved Novavax's 2-dose COVID-19 vaccine for use in adults, bringing a 5th coronavirus shot to the country amid the rapid spread of the Omicron variant that has led to a spike in cases. Asterisk the prices of drugs used to treat COVID-19 for those at risk of serious illness are reasonably aligned with how much they help patients, according to a draft report from the Institute for Clinical and Economic Review. Asterisk Novavax Inc. said on Thursday its 2-dose COVID-19 vaccines had received provisional approval from New Zealand's medicines regulator for use in adults. Asterisk Britain approved Novavax's 2-dose COVID-19 vaccine for use in adults, bringing a 5th coronavirus shot to the country amid the rapid spread of the Omicron variant that has led to a spike in cases. Asterisk the prices of drugs used to treat COVID-19 for those at risk of serious illness are reasonably aligned with how much they help patients, according to a draft report from the Institute for Clinical and Economic Review. The economic impact of the pandemic. Asterisk global stocks stumbled as the European Central Bank and the Bank of England soured investor sentiment around inflation on Thursday, while a downbeat status update from the firm formerly known as Facebook further exacerbated traders. Asterisk Asian equity markets fought for a footing, supported by an Amazon-led bounce in U.S. futures, but oil's rise to a 7-year high kept traders on edge over prospects that interest rates will rise to curb global inflationary pressures. Asterisk U.S. job growth likely slowed sharply in January as COVID-19 infections lashed the nation, disrupting activity at high-contact business, a temporary setback to the labor market recovery that was already reversing at the end of the month. And here we will round up this week's episode of our weekly health news review. We will be back with more news next week. You can also engage with us through our social media, Facebook and Instagram at Health Broadcast. Visit our website at www.healthbroadcastingservice.com. Please remember to press the subscribe button to stay abreast of vital and authentic health news developments from across the globe, brought to you weekly from our YouTube channel, Health Broadcasting Service HBS Radio Live channel. Stay safe and remain healthy.
This is Health Broadcasting Service, HBS Radios, your global pioneers in specialist radio broadcasting, bringing you everything to enhance your health and well-being. Health is your human right. HBS, your partners in everything about your health and well-being.
Health Broadcasting Service, HBS Radio.